firstly, congratulations, Farib, and congratulations, Dr. Siphana, on your award from the New Zealand Foreign Minister. Could you please maybe explain to us what was your connection with New Zealand? Perhaps Dr. Farib first.
Well, I went to New Zealand in 1972 under the Colombo Plan students. I supposed to return in 1975, but Cambodia went through turmoil. So I was asked to stay behind, waiting until the country settled. I became a New Zealand citizen in 1975.
Wow. Fantastic. And what about you, Dustin?
Well, I think my relation with New Zealand came in many different forms. But the first one was when I was Vice Minister of Commerce and I was negotiating the WTO, accession to WTO. And at that time, you know, your trade minister was very, very active in the WTO trade round. So that's our first, you know, involvement.
Could you remind me who was our trade minister?
Tim Grosser, right? Tim Grosser. At that time. So we have a lot of exchange, and New Zealand has been very supportive of our accession through different program, capacity building program, that sort of thing. So those are the early days. And then later on, when I left the government, I went to Geneva with the International Trade Center. I have New Zealand again is a major contributor in terms of trade capacity program. So again, I'm involved there. And then when I come back to Cambodia in 2009, I got another opportunity to work with the younger entrepreneurs, the younger generation, who many of them have benefited from New Zealand scholarship program, particularly in the English program, that sort of thing. And the list goes on.
Well, it's very positive to hear. I was very surprised. 8,600 Cambodians living in New Zealand at the moment.
Yes.
And when did you come back to Cambodia? What year?
I returned the first time in 1996 to help. I remember correctly, train the Ministry of Health officials on basic management skills. And since then, I return at least one or twice a year.
And so, initially, what drew you to New Zealand?
I think it's the similarity in size. Cambodia is a small country, least developed. New Zealand is a developed country, but still a small country. And when we look at the development model, I think at that time, as a trade person, one looked at, how can a small country survive, vis-a-vis the big country. And we look at the New Zealand development model, quite interesting, how you turn your green ecology into a branding, certain of your environmental policy is quite admirable. And a bit of jealousy that look, we also want to do something.
What's in a little bit of envy?
Yeah, more like envy than jealousy. Yeah, more like envy. But for me at that time, in my trade days, I look at more like small country, how they do, how they position, what's their policy, their foreign policy, their trade policy, and I think it did have a big bearing on my thinking, on my view, on how Cambodia should position its development policy, that sort of thing.
Fascinating, that's great. And
for me, my attraction to New Zealand, first of all, through my Colombo plan, and I attach the values and principles that New Zealanders have. They are very fair-minded people. They believe, they have strong principles in diversities, inclusiveness, helping all the people who are less privileged than themselves. And we care about people. We invest in people because I said earlier on that people are critical components of anything
Yes, that's right.
in the world. And
Yes, that's right.
the Maori people always say it's about people.
Sure.
People
Yes.
and
Yes.
people.
Yes. And it's a very strong culture, the Maori culture too.
Yes.
And certainly human capital here in Cambodia is fantastic. Fantastic. So you have been both recognised for fostering the relationship, and obviously the award is a great recognition. What does it mean to you? Maybe start with you again.
Okay. I think for me it's I'm more a practitioner of Taoism, right? Is that you do things you believe, it's the right thing to do. It don't cost you anything. You do because it come naturally, and there's no expectation in return. And that's why when I received the letter from the ambassador, I asked myself and I asked my wife. I said, gee, what did I actually do, to merit such an award? But then when you look back, right, when you start to take stock, you'll be amazed things you've done. Sure. But you never sort of like account for it because you did out of the belief. Sure. You did out of that passion. Sure. And I think that's probably the most unexpected award that I would take home to my family and would cherish. It's the most unexpected. And that's probably the best thing about life. Yes. The best gift that is the one that is unexpected. Yes. And this one is definitely the most unexpected.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
I like Dr. Siphana. I believe in doing the right thing.
Sure.
I'm passionate.
Sure.
I'm passionate about what I'm doing. I don't expect anything in return.
Sure.
I believe it is the right thing to do.
Yeah.
I involved with a number of charitable organizations. I see a lot of gaps in people's well-being.
Sure.
And I like to assist.
Sure.
I'm humbled by this privilege.
Sure.
And really, I said earlier on that the award is very much an acknowledgement and recognition of many people behind the scenes.
Sure.
And I really feel that the award is very much for each of us, not for me alone. I cannot climb the mountain alone.
Yes, sure.
Yes. It's about us.
Yes, absolutely. Well said. Well, gentlemen, I think you both obviously are great contributors to both countries, and congratulations. And once again, well deserved.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. But you'll let us know how we can download from that video website, right?
Only the outtakes.
Yeah.